and for the first Saturday of December 2025. A few stray thoughts. And a few general remarks. And a few points of view. By way of a roundup of the week. All my own musings. Like, Putin's Delhi visit and his bonhomie with Modi has caused severe stomachache to the West. Putin said oil is well and Modi hugged him. India irked over a newspaper article by German, French, British envoys. The article by Philip Ackerman, Thierry Mathieu, and Lindy Cameron, the envoys of Berlin, Paris and London to New Delhi, appeared in a newspaper. A newspaper article written by the ambassadors of Germany, France, and the United Kingdom in India irked New Delhi as it criticized Russia for not being serious about ending the war in Ukraine, just ahead of President Vladimir Putin's visit for the annual summit with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A source in New Delhi on Tuesday termed the article written by the German, French and British envoys, particularly ahead of the India-Russia summit, as an unusual and unacceptable diplomatic practice. Putin at Rajghat. Putin, in his short note, called Gandhi the founder of modern independent India, a humanist, and a great freedom fighter. Mahatma Gandhi made an invaluable contribution to the cause of peace on our planet through nonviolence and truth, the influence of which remains relevant to this day. Mahatma Gandhi showed the path toward a new, fairer, multipolar world order that is now in the process of being formed. In his teachings on equality, mutual respect, and cooperation, India today, together with the people of the world, defends these very principles and values on the international stage. He wrote in Russian. He added, Russia does the same. Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered a heartfelt farewell speech at the ceremonial reception before departing India, praising the depth and direction of the India-Russia partnership. He said the spirit of go together, grow together truly captures the essence of the relationship between the two nations. Putin reaffirmed that Moscow will continue strengthening its strategic partnership with New Delhi, emphasizing shared interests, mutual respect, and long-term cooperation across defense, energy, trade, and global stability.
Like, compulsion of Sanchar Sathi on mobiles met with united opposition. UBT said, it was an avatar of Pegasus. Government had to beat a retreat. A wise decision.
BBC News. India has ordered all new smartphones to come preloaded with a state-run cybersecurity app, sparking privacy and surveillance concerns. Under the order passed last week, smartphone makers have 90 days to ensure all new devices come with the government's Sanchar Sathi app, whose functionalities cannot be disabled or restricted. It says this is necessary to help citizens verify the authenticity of a handset and report the suspected misuse of telecom resources. The move, which comes in one of the world's largest phone markets, with more than 1.2 billion mobile users, has been criticized by cyber experts, who say it breaches citizens' right to privacy. Let's analyze Google's privacy policy. Google privacy issues stem from its extensive data collection, including search history, location, and browsing habits, which are used for targeted advertising and personalized experiences. Key concerns involve the tracking of user activity across devices, the sharing of non-personally identifiable information with partners, and the indefinite storage of user data. Data collection and tracking. Broad data collection. Google collects vast amounts of data from services like Search, Maps, and YouTube, including search queries, location history, and app usage. Cross-device tracking. The company's algorithms can track user activity across different devices and platforms, linking this information to your account for a more personalized experience. Data from partners. Google also collects information from publicly available sources and trusted partners, such as directory services and marketing firms. Data use and sharing. Targeted advertising. Data is used to serve more relevant ads, which Google states are a key part of its business model for offering free products and services. Information sharing with partners. While Google does not sell personal information, it does share non-personally identifiable information with partners for advertising and measurement purposes using their own cookies. Sharing with other users. Publicly visible information, such as your name and photo, may be shown to other users if they have your email address or other identifying information. Data storage and retention. Indefinite retention. Google has faced criticism for its data retention policies, with concerns that some user data is stored indefinitely. Data deletion limitations. While users can delete specific data, such as their search history, this does not always delete aggregate data associated with that user. Other concerns. Cooperation with law enforcement and intelligence agencies. Google has faced scrutiny for its cooperation with government agencies on matters related to data access and user privacy. Third-party cookies. Google's plan to phase out third-party cookies in its Chrome browser is a significant development, but the long-term impact on user privacy is still being debated. So much for data privacy of Google. Probably, Western media is more concerned about India's cyber safety app, rather than Google breach of privacy. Let's remember, India is trying to grapple with the growing menace of terrorism, including white-collar terror, in Indian universities. Let's rewind back to 2022. Pegasus storm, and the wash out of Parliament session. India's Parliament opened amid a political storm over fresh allegations that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government bought Israeli-made Pegasus spyware to snoop on its critics. The New York Times had reported that India acquired Pegasus from Israel as part of a defense deal in 2017. The stormy monsoon session of Parliament, which adjourned sine die, was a virtual washout because of the deadlock between the government and the opposition over issues ranging from the Pegasus phone hacking row to the government's handling of the pandemic and the farmers' protest. The government attacked the opposition, accusing it of not allowing the Parliament's monsoon session to function. Supreme Court in Pegasus case said, nothing wrong in country using spyware for security, question is against whom it's used. 3 years later, in 2025, the Sanchar Sati issue is being flagged. Bad luck. Reuters gleefully reports, India revokes order to preload cybersecurity app on smartphones after outcry.
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly.
Cyber joke. Real world. And real world.
Right now, if you Google the word idiot under images, a picture of Donald Trump comes up. I just did that. How would that happen? How does search work so that that would occur?
We provide search today for any time you type in a keyword. We, as Google, we've gone out and crawled and stored copies of billions of web pages in our index, and we take the keyword and match it against web pages and rank them based on over 200 signals. Things like relevance, freshness, popularity, how other people are using it, and based on that, at any given time, we try to rank and find the best results for that query. And then we evaluate them with external raters to make sure that, and they evaluate it to objective guidelines, and that's how we make sure the process is working.
So it's not some little man sitting behind the curtain figuring out what we're going to show the user. It's basically a compilation of what users are generating and trying to sort through that information.
Last year we served over 3 trillion searches, and just as a fact, every single day, 15% of the searches Google sees, we have never seen them before. So, this is working at scale, and we don't manually intervene on any particular search result.
आय चाहिए, चाय बोलो चाहिए.
Parliament News.
जब सांसद रेणुका चौधरी अपने पालतू कुत्ते के साथ संसद आईं और मीडिया ने इस बारे में उनसे पूछा, तो उन्होंने कहा कि यह तो एक छोटा सा प्राणी है.
Pet dog in Parliament, top issue for Congress.
विवाद शुरू तब होता है जब कांग्रेस सांसद रेणुका चौधरी एक कुत्ता लेकर आ जाती हैं संसद में. बीजेपी के सांसद भड़क जाते हैं. जगदंबिका पाल आरोप लगाते हैं कि रेणुका चौधरी ने कुत्ते को लाकर संसद का अपमान किया है. रेणुका चौधरी जवाब देती हैं, मीडिया के सामने कहती हैं कि यह कुत्ता तो बेचारा काटता तक नहीं है, काटने वाले तो अंदर बैठे हैं. एक कुत्ते को लेकर बीजेपी नेता इतना बुरा क्यों मान रहे हैं? जब रेणुका चौधरी ने यह बोला कि काटने वाले तो अंदर बैठे हैं, तो बीजेपी ने उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई की मांग की है कि ऐसी सांसद के खिलाफ स्पीकर को कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए. जब संसद में कुत्ते की एंट्री को लेकर ज्यादा बवाल करता है, पत्रकार राहुल गांधी से आज सवाल करते हैं कि संसद में कुत्ते की एंट्री को लेकर बीजेपी नेता आपत्ति जता रहे हैं, तो उसके बाद राहुल गांधी क्या कहते हैं कि संबित पात्रा ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर डाली और राहुल गांधी पर क्या कहा, आगे आपको दिखाएंगे. पहले राहुल गांधी ने क्या बोला वो आपको बताते हैं. जब पत्रकारों ने सवाल पूछा तो राहुल गांधी कहते हैं, मेरा मानना है कि आज कुत्ता ही मेन टॉपिक है. बेचारे कुत्ते ने क्या किया? क्या कुत्तों को यहां आने की इजाजत नहीं है? शायद पेट्स को यहां आने की इजाजत नहीं है. मुझे लगता है कि आजकल भारत इन्हीं चीजों पर चर्चा कर रहा है. एक बात और बोली राहुल गांधी ने, उन्होंने कहा कि शायद पेट्स को यहां आने की इजाजत नहीं है, लेकिन अंदर तो है. उन्होंने जो बात बोली कि अंदर तो पेट्स अलाउड है, मतलब अंदर मतलब संसद के अंदर, तो राहुल गांधी ने पैट शब्द का इस्तेमाल किया. अब पैट कई तरह के होते हैं, जो भी पालतू होते हैं उन्हें पैट कहा जाता है. अब राहुल गांधी के पालतू शब्द का इस्तेमाल करने पर संबित पात्रा भड़क गए, बीजेपी भड़क गई है. संबित पात्रा ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करते हुए कहा कि रेणुका चौधरी के बाद अब राहुल गांधी ने सांसदों का अपमान कर दिया है. उन्होंने राहुल गांधी पर क्या तोहमत लगाई है, संबित पात्रा का बयान आपको सुनाते हैं. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में उन्होंने कहा कि कल जब सांसद रेणुका चौधरी अपने पालतू कुत्ते को साथ लेकर संसद आई और मीडिया ने उनसे इसके बारे में पूछा, तो उन्होंने कहा ये तो एक छोटा सा जीव है और किसी को काटता नहीं है. अंदर संसद में बैठे लोग काटते हैं, सरकार चला रहे लोग काटते हैं. मीडिया ने उससे पूछा कि क्या पालतू जानवर को संसद में लाने का कोई प्रोटोकॉल है. इस पर उन्होंने कहा कि कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल. आज जब राहुल गांधी से इस विषय पर पूछा गया तो उन्होंने पूछा क्या वो कुत्ता यहां पहुंच गया. उन्होंने कहा अंदर तो अलाउड है और सदन की ओर इशारा किया. उन्होंने देश के सभी सांसदों को, अपने गठबंधन के सांसदों को भी इसमें शामिल कर दिया. इसमें कुछ निहित अर्थ है. राहुल जी, आपसे यह अपेक्षित नहीं था. मुझे आशा है कि आप घर जाकर रेणुका चौधरी और अपने स्वयं के बयान को टीवी पर देखेंगे. इस तरह की भाषा और व्यवहार के साथ क्या देश आपका सम्मान करेगा? क्या लोग आपको वोट देंगे जब आप कोई गंभीरता या गरिमा नहीं दिखाते? मेरा मानना है कि संसद की गरिमा और मर्यादा जिस प्रकार राहुल गांधी और रेणुका चौधरी दोनों के बयानों से आहत हुई है, मैं समझता हूं कि दोनों आर, यहां पर संबित पात्रा राहुल गांधी और रेणुका चौधरी के नाम वाले आर की बात करते हैं और कहते हैं कि उनको तीसरे आर यानी सांसद होने की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी को याद रखना चाहिए. तो राहुल गांधी पर सांसदों के अपमान का आरोप लगाते हैं. संबित पात्रा सवाल करते हैं कि क्या राहुल गांधी सांसदों की तुलना किसी पेट से कर सकते हैं, पालतू जानवर से कर सकते हैं.
Sanglikar's weekly, the ink never dries. Sanglikars weekly, it's all here for you.
Congress leader Shashi Tharoor took strong exception to continuing disruptions by opposition benches in Parliament and suggested that MPs have been elected to represent their voice, not cause ruckus in the biggest democratic platform of the country. I have said this from the very beginning. My party leaders, including Sonia Gandhi, know this very well. I may be the lone voice in the party, but I have no doubts that people have elected me to represent them in Parliament, not just to shout and create a ruckus. They have sent me to use my intelligence to speak for the nation and speak for them, he told NDTV. Supreme Court High Courts in India. Like, Supreme Court said, Rohingyas are illegal migrants and have no rights. A bit late.
The Supreme Court today came down heavily while hearing the petition. A bench led by Chief Justice of India, Suryakant, made a series of strong observations on the status of Rohingyas in India vis-a-vis illegal infiltration. The CJI pushed back sharply, asking whether Rohingyas have any legal recognition in India. He said, and I quote here again, "Where is the order of the government of India declaring the Rohingyas as refugees? If there is no legal status and someone is an intruder who enters illegally, do we have an obligation to keep that person over here?" Unquote. The bench questioned how someone who crossed the border illegally, dug a tunnel or crossed the fence could then claim full rights under Indian law. The Chief Justice of India, or CJI, remarked that once such individuals enter, they start demanding food, shelter and education for their children, and asked, do we want to stretch the law? He underlined that India's north and northeast borders are extremely sensitive and said that if an intruder comes, do we give them a red carpet welcome? He also pointed out that India has millions of poor citizens who deserve priority, and that they are entitled to benefits and amenities, and that the concentration should be on them, adding that even illegal entrants must not be subjected to third-degree methods. The bench further stressed that refugee is a well-defined legal term and asked the petitioner to show which notification grants Rohingyas that status.
Supreme Court declines to extend time for Waqf registration.
The Supreme Court has refused to extend the 6-month deadline for mandatory registration of Waqf properties on the Centre's Umeed portal under the Waqf Amendment Act 2025. A bench of Justices Dipankar Datta and A.G. Massi heard pleas seeking more time, with petitioners arguing that missing historical records, mandatory data fields and persistent portal glitches made compliance impossible. Senior advocates Kapil Sibal and Abhishek Manu Singhvi said the portal went live late and demanded details that don't exist for century-old properties. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta countered that registration has been mandatory since 1929 and that the law already provides a remedy. Applicants can approach the Waqf Tribunal for extensions. The court said it cannot rewrite the statute and disposed of all pleas, granting liberty to move the tribunal before the deadline.
Like, DMK government is playing with fire by twice defying High Court order. Agree? Or, does the DMK government want the centre to declare that there is a breakdown of constitution in the state and impose central rule, so that they can play the sympathy card in the elections?
Protests broke out at the Tiruparangundram Hill Temple in Madurai on December 4th. The clashes erupted between the cadres of various Hindu outfits and the police. The cause of the chaos, a dispute in the lighting of the ceremonial lamp during the annual Kartikeya Deepam festival. The temple is atop a hill with the Uchapillaya temple midway up and the Sikandar Badusha Dargah, a Sufi shrine, on a nearby peak. The issue revolves around the place of the lighting of the lamp. Traditionally, it has been lit at the Deepatun, an ancient stone pillar at the hill summit. However, for the past few years, the lamp has been lit at the Uchapillaya temple mandapam instead. The change has been attributed to avoid communal issues with the nearby Dargah. The controversy began after a devotee filed a petition in the Madras High Court demanding enforcement of the traditional lighting at the Deepatun. On December 1st, the bench ruled in favor of the devotee, asking the temple to make arrangements for the lighting. However, on December 3rd, the Tamil Nadu government's Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Department defied the court order and conducted the lighting at the Uchapillayar Mandapam. This led to a standoff between the devotees and the police, who had been put on alert for any unrest. The scuffle led to a head constable and another police officer sustaining injuries. Prohibitory orders under Section 163 of the BNSS were imposed by the collector. A contempt petition was filed by the High Court against the government's disobedience of the previous order, to which the bench responded by allowing a relighting of the ceremonial lamp at the Deepatun under Central Industrial Security Force protection.
Lighting the lamp.
Temple authorities failed to comply Madras High Court order. Madras High Court permits devotees to light lamp at stone pillar in Thiruparakundram Hills.
After noting that its earlier order permitting the lighting of lamps, Karthikei Deepam, at the Deepthun, stone lamp pillar, atop the Thiruprakundaram Hills was not complied with by the management of Arulmigu Subramanya Swami Temple, the Madras High Court today permitted devotees to go to the hill and light the Deepam themselves.
Justice G. R. Swaminathan made the direction, in a contempt petition moved by one of the petitioners in the earlier litigation. The court also directed the CISF Commandant of High Court's Madurai bench to give protection to the devotees, allowing them to carry out the court order. The court also permitted the contempt petitioner to take 10 other persons along with him. The executive officer of the temple has made his position clear by his conduct. I, therefore, permit the petitioner to go up the hill and light at the Deepathun. I am conscious that this is only a symbolic gesture. But the importance of symbolism cannot be lost sight of. The petitioner can take 10 other persons along with him, including the other petitioners. Such assistance is required to carry the articles. I direct the Commandant, CISF Unit, Madurai bench of the Madras High Court to send a team of CISF personnel to offer protection to the petitioner and his associates in carrying out this court's order, the court ruled. West Bengal.
तीव्र गति से राजनीति.
Bihar in kitty now, BJP to strategize for Bengal, PM Modi, Amit Shah and RSS leaders set to hold rallies in state.
बिहार तो झांकी है, बंगाल अभी बाकी है. That is the message coming in from the Prime Minister. Fresh off a sweeping victory in Bihar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already sounded the poll bugle for the next big battle, that is Bengal, one of the last major states the BJP has yet to conquer. From the stage in Delhi, the message to Mamata Didi, that is Bengal Chief Minister, was unmistakable. We are coming and stronger than ever. The BJP is gearing up to replicate the Jungle Raj narrative that clicked in Bihar, hoping it will resonate just as powerfully in Bengal. But standing in their path is the TMC, a formidable force led by Mamata Banerjee, eyeing her 4th consecutive term. They have dismissed Prime Minister's war cry as a false sense of a bravado. So the big question is this. Is this the election where the BJP finally comes of age in Bengal and reaches Didi's bastion? Or is this war cry driven more by momentum than reality? Time will tell who comes out on the right side of the line, but the state of war Bengal has officially begun.
A team of the RSS has based itself in the state for the past few months, especially for electoral purposes, party sources indicated. In September, a series of meetings were held in Kolkata to coordinate between the RSS and the BJP over their strategy ahead. In the coming month, bigwigs like Prime Minister Narendra Modi, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, and Home Minister Amit Shah are set to hold rallies in the state. It seems the battle has just begun. BLO deaths and SC judgment.
This is overloaded. All the BLOs are overloaded. They cannot afford the work entrusted by the Honorable Election Commission. Number one. And number two, BJP is having an intention to sabotage the free and fair election. At the same time, the CPM is also, the Congress, CPM, all the parties are against this SIR. But at the same time, CPM is misusing. CPM put pressure on this BLO.
Now the SC refuses to blame VCI for stress, work pressure related deaths of BLOs. However, raising concern over the deaths, suicides, SC said it's responsibility of respective state governments to provide adequate staff, replace those who are unwilling.
Babri Masjid in West Bengal.
Suspended TMC MLA Humayun Kabir has stepped out of his residence this morning.
and he said that he is going ahead with the laying of foundation stone for Babri Masjid in Beldanga today. He claims police support and also says security arrangements are in place.
रुकिए 12 बजने दीजिए 12 बजेगी तो यहाँ कुरान तिलावत शुरू होगी कुरान तिलावत खत्म होगी कुरान खत्म जो कंप्लीट होगी उसी टाइम शिलान्यास लीम रखा गया सब कुछ कोऑपरेशन मिल रहा है अभी मुर्शिदाबाद का पुलिस स्टेट पुलिस सारे मेरे को सपोर्ट दे रहा है मेरे को सहयोगिता कर रहा है ये मेरे अनेक अनेक धन्यवाद जना रहा है.
Suspended TMC MLA Humayun Kabir on Saturday laid the foundation stone for a mosque modelled on Ayodhya's Babri Masjid at Rajinagar in West Bengal's Murshidabad district, amid tight security arrangements. West Bengal government directs digitisation of Waqf properties on Umeed portal. Existing registered Waqf properties are to be uploaded by the respective mutawalis within 6 months from the date of launch of the Umeed portal, the state government has said. The stand taken by Mamta earlier.
और माइनॉरिटी लोगों को हम एक बात कहते हैं, देखिए आप लोग को दिल में दुख हुआ है वॉकर प्रॉपर्टी के लेके, आप भरोसा रखिए बंगाल में ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा जिसमें कोई डिवाइड एंड रूल होगा. आप लोगों ने एक मैसेज दीजिए कि सबको एक साथ में रह के बचना है, जियो और जीने दो. इसके लिए बेसब्र होने का बात नहीं है.
A letter from the West Bengal Minority Affairs Department, directing all district magistrates to upload data on registered Waqf properties in the Unified Waqf Management, Empowerment, Efficiency and Development (UMED) portal, has given the opposition an opportunity to target the ruling Trinamool Congress government in the state. The Waqf Amendment Bill 2025 was passed by Parliament in April 2025. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee had said the law would not be implemented in the state. West Bengal has about 82,000 Waqf properties under 8,000 Waqf estates, to be uploaded by the mutawalis of the Waqfs. The communication has provided an opportunity for the Bharatiya Janata Party to target the West Bengal government. After spending months provoking the Muslim community to oppose the Waqf Amendment Act, Mamata Banerjee has finally bowed to the law. 7 months later, the West Bengal government has accepted the Waqf Amendment Act 2025, BJP leader Amit Malviya said on social media. A proud moment for Election Commission of India. Chief Election Commissioner, Gyanesh Kumar, has assumed the chairship of the Council of the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, International IDEA, for 2026. Proud moment for India and the Election Commission.
India will assume the chairship of International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, that international IDEA, for the year 2026, contributing to the strengthening of election management bodies across the world. India's Chief Election Commissioner, Gyanesh Kumar, will accept the chairship of the International IDEA on the 3rd of December at Stockholm in Sweden.
The world recognizes successful conduct of free, fair and transparent elections in India, and therefore, for the first time in its history of 30 years, the prestigious group of 37 democratic countries of the world have invited India to chair the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, International IDEA. This is a moment of immense pride for all the citizens of India and for all the election officials. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
You are watching Sanglikars Weekly.
आपने जम्मू कश्मीर के आवाम से कहा था कि बहुत जल्द इलेक्शन होंगे, इंतखाबात होंगे और लोगों को अपने वोट के जरिए अपनी हुकूमत चुनने का मौका मिलेगा. आप अपनी बात पे कायम रहे और 4 महीनों के अंदर अंदर जम्मू कश्मीर में आपने इंतखाबात कराए, जम्मू कश्मीर में आपने लोगों को वोट देने का जो है अपनी हुकूमत चुनने का मौका दिया और आज इस बात का नतीजा है कि वजीर आला की हैसियत से मैं आज इस प्रोग्राम में शिरकत करके आपसे बात कर रहा हूं। आपने इलेक्शन वो कराए जिसमें लोगों ने बढ़ चढ़ के हिस्सा लिया और सबसे बड़ी बात यह कि कहीं पे भी धांधली की कोई शिकायत नहीं, कहीं पे भी हुकूमत के गलत इस्तेमाल की कोई शिकायत नहीं, एक भी पोलिंग बूथ पे कहीं पे रीपोल की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी। इसका श्रेय आपको, आपके साथियों को और इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया को जाता है।
Now, the Election Commission of India, in separate affidavits in the Supreme Court, submitted that 95.65% of electors in Tamil Nadu and 99.77% in West Bengal have already been supplied with pre-filled enumeration forms. Dismissing allegations of mass disenfranchisement, the Commission stated that it had already received back 58.7% enumeration forms and digitized them, while also dismissing claims by the opposition that there was up to 30% voter exclusion in West Bengal, as 70.14% completed forms had been received. The Election Commission noted that significant changes had occurred in the last 20 years, such as additions and deletions in the electoral rolls on a large scale over a long period. Urbanization and migration had also become a regular trend. The poll body also asserted that it had appointed 68,470 booth-level officers, and national and state political parties had 2,38,853 booth-level agents in Tamil Nadu.
Rashtriyavad, RSS, National Song and National Anthem. Nationalism is not an issue in India, says RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat. Our nature and culture are to progress together. This is not the case with many foreign nations, Mohan Bhagwat said. Nationalism is not an issue in India when compared to other countries, and limiting the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, by calling it a nationalist organization, is a result of misplaced understanding, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat said on November 29, 2025. Nationalism is not an issue in India, our Rashtra has always been there. We believe in the concept of nationality, not nationalism. We even believe the concept of nationhood, Rashtravad, can happen, Mr. Bhagwat said. People call us Rashtravadi, nationalist. We don't have disputes with anyone, we stay away from disputes. It is not part of our nature. Our nature and culture are to progress together. This is not the case with many foreign nations, Mr. Bhagwat said, addressing a book festival at Nagpur. When we say Rashtravad, then that gets connected to the Western idea of nationalism, which resulted in 2 world wars. The ego of the nation is the reason. But our Rashtra is not compatible with egos. It has come into existence after the dissolution of egos, people considered themselves one, he said. The Nagpur Book Festival was held from November 22nd to 30th at the Rishimba ground in Nagpur. The event, with over 300 stalls, celebrates literature and learning. After truncation of Vande Mataram controversy. Now, ban on use of Vande Mataram and Jai Hind in Parliament. BJP had slammed the Congress over the adoption of a truncated version of Vande Mataram in 1937 under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru, derisively, opined that Vande Mataram was not suitable as a national song, BJP added. The BJP leaders claimed that Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose had strongly advocated for the full original version of Vande Mataram. On October 20, 1937, Nehru wrote to Netaji Bose claiming that the background of Vande Mataram was likely to irritate Muslims. He went on to say that there does seem to be substance regarding outcry against Vande Mataram, and people who are communalistically inclined have been affected by it. Before this issue settled down, now, banning use of Vande Mataram and Jai Hind in Parliament has become an issue.
नहीं बोलेगा? दोनों तरफ नेशनल सॉन्ग है, तो क्यों नहीं बोलेंगे?
तो कौन लोग हैं जिनको वंदे मातरम और जय हिंद पर आपत्ति है? इससे तो अंग्रेजों को दिक्कत थी, अब पता चल रहा है भाजपाइयों को भी दिक्कत है।
वंदे मातरम कहते हैं, ये हमारा आजादी का स्लोगन है, नेशनल सॉन्ग है, और जय हिंद नेताजी का नारा है, जो नारा लेके हम लोगों ने लड़ा है, अभी भी हमारे देश का नारा है। इसको जो टकराएगा चुप चुप हो जाएगा।
सर मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा है कि वो कौन लोग हैं जिनको वंदे मातरम और जय हिंद पर आपत्ति है। इससे तो अंग्रेजों को दिक्कत थी, अब पता चल रहा है भाजपाइयों को भी दिक्कत है, वो अखरता है नारा। ये आजादी के आंदोलन के सबसे पुरजोर, सबसे सशक्त नारे, इससे किसी को दिक्कत हो कैसे सकती है? किस मिट्टी के बने लोग हैं आप? सोचिए, वंदे मातरम और जय हिंद से किन लोगों को दिक्कत होगी? उन्हीं लोगों को ना जिन्होंने अपनी छोटी उंगली का छोटा नाखून आजादी में नहीं कटवाया, जो मुखबिरी करते थे, माफीनामे लिखते थे अंग्रेजों के।
मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, अब मन की बात में एक ऐसे विषय की बात जो हम सबके दिलों के बेहद करीब है। ये विषय है हमारे राष्ट्रगीत का, भारत का राष्ट्रगीत यानी वंदे मातरम। एक ऐसा गीत जिसका पहला शब्द ही हमारे हृदय में भावनाओं का उफान ला देता है, वंदे मातरम। इस एक शब्द में कितने ही भाव है, कितनी ऊर्जाएं हैं। सहज भाव में ये हमें मां भारती के वात्सल्य का अनुभव कराता है। 7 नवंबर को हम वंदे मातरम के 150वें वर्ष के उत्सव में प्रवेश करने वाले हैं। 150 वर्ष पूर्व वंदे मातरम की रचना हुई थी और 1896 में गुरुदेव रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर ने पहली बार इसे गाया था। साथियों, वंदे मातरम के गान में करोड़ों देशवासियों ने हमेशा राष्ट्र प्रेम के अपार उफान को महसूस किया है। हमें वंदे मातरम के 150वें वर्ष को भी यादगार बनाना है।
Bengal governor implements central directive, renames Raj Bhavan as Lok Bhavan.
The name of Raj Bhavan has been changed. From now on, all the Raj Bhavans in the country have been renamed as Lok Bhavan. This decision has been taken in the Union Cabinet. The Governor of West Bengal officially announced this name today as Lok Bhavan. The name change has been officially started from West Bengal. What is the reason for the name change? So that people from all walks of life can come here. It is not only for the king. It has been opened for all the people.
India beats Japan and Russia as third most powerful country.
There's another big news for India on the global power stage. According to Lowy Institutes of Asia's Power Index 2025, India has now been ranked the third out of 27 countries, and this is for comprehensive power, scoring 40 points, a 2% increase from last year. Now, this report highlights India's rise in economic capability and future resources, with its economic ranking now overtaking even Japan. Stronger inward investments have also boosted India's position in economic relationships, making it the highest it has ever ranked in the category. Now, the findings reinforce India's growing influence and also standing as a major power in Asia. There's another big news for India on the global power stage. According to Lowy Institutes of Asia's Power Index 2025, India has now been ranked the third out of 27 countries, and this is for comprehensive power, scoring 40 points, a 2% increase from last year. Now, this report highlights India's rise in economic capability and future resources, with its economic ranking now overtaking even Japan. Stronger inward investments have also boosted India's position in economic relationships, making it the highest it has ever ranked in the category.
Now, the findings reinforce India's growing influence and also standing as a major power in Asia. There's another big news for India on the global power stage. According to Lowy Institutes of Asia's Power Index 2025, India has now been ranked the third out of 27 countries, and this is for comprehensive power, scoring 40 points, a 2% increase from last year. Now, this report highlights India's rise in economic capability and future resources, with its economic ranking now overtaking even Japan. Stronger inward investments have also boosted India's position in economic relationships, making it the highest it has ever ranked in the category. Now, the findings reinforce India's growing influence and also standing as a major power in Asia. There's another big news for India on the global power stage. According to Lowy Institutes of Asia's Power Index 2025, India has now been ranked the third out of 27 countries, and this is for comprehensive power, scoring 40 points, a 2% increase from last year. Now, this report highlights India's rise in economic capability and future resources, with its economic ranking now overtaking even Japan. Stronger inward investments have also boosted India's position in economic relationships, making it the highest it has ever ranked in the category. Now, the findings reinforce India's growing influence and also standing as a major power in Asia.
Indian political parties, so many, so weird. Indian political canvas, so wide, so colorful. BJP, Congress, Shiv Sena, TDP, TMC, DMK, Communist Party, JDU, BJP, so many, oh so many.
नेशनल हेरल्ड केस फिर से।
The National Herald case, so trouble mounts for the Gandhis. FIR copy in the National Herald case has been accessed by India today. Gandhis have been named in this fresh National Herald case FIR, and criminal conspiracy charge has been levelled on Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi and Sam Pitroda, who is a close aide of the Gandhis, has been named in the October 3rd FIR. Now, the charge is fraudulent takeover of AJL. In fact, a Kolkata-based shell company Dotex has also been named in this FIR. The FIR also mentions shell company gave seed money to the Gandhis for the fraudulent takeover.
तारीख पर तारीख, तारीख पर तारीख, तारीख पर तारीख, तारीख पर तारीख मिलती रही है.
Too tired of hearing this case for years. Can the legal system fix a time frame to hear the case? A year, a couple of years, a decade, anything would be fine. Like, did you read that Faisal Patel, son of late Ahmed Patel, confidant of Sonia Gandhi, demanded that Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka should step down after Bihar debacle? Surprising.
What are your views on the current situation within the Congress in the backdrop of the poor showing of the Congress, the drubbing that it got, so to speak, in Bihar, and of course the challenges it is facing in Karnataka?
So let me give you a brief example. This is a Penguin book. Okay, it's a manuscript that I'm submitting to Penguin, which is a tell-all of my father's role in the UPA era. I sent this to Rahul Gandhi. Kaushal is his secretary. He's a dear friend of mine. His daughter goes to the British school. And he tells me that Rahulji doesn't have time to meet me. Now, we just got a drubbing in Bihar. We have a totally totalitarian government in India. We have unemployment, price rise, constitutionally backed institutions are completely compromised. We are running a very corrupt system in our country. Now, Rahulji or Rahul or Priyanka should step down, because they are the reason why the Congress is falling and that the country is suffering because of them. Now, Modi ji and Amit Shah ji, it's beyond their control. They're good people. I know them really well. And I've spoken to them. They've told me that, yes, we will look at you joining the BJP at some moment, sometime. But what is the Congress doing? We are not going to come back to power for the next 15, 20 years. Mrs. Gandhi has not come and met my mother since my father passed away. Rahul ji met me just once at the Yatra. Priyanka Gandhi is lost. So you have to understand where the country is going, Rahul. We need a good opposition, and it's just not happening.
Like DK Shivakumar, Deputy Chief Minister, and Siddaramaiah, Chief Minister, Karnataka, met over breakfast and declared they are brothers. Really? How long? A bit late to realize.
With that, Karnataka huddle to share spoils of power. Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister and Central Observers meet. Up for grabs. What exactly is up for grabs? Let's take a look and take you through it. Lucrative government positions. Karnataka Congress workers clamour for cushy jobs. Big rush to grab corporation board postings. Meetings on political appointment inconclusive. Now Chief Minister Siddaramaiah heads to Delhi to finalise the very list that's been in question. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar and Randeep Surjewala hold key meeting at the private hotel. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar and the AICC General Secretary Randeep Singh Surjewala have in fact held this meeting in Bengaluru itself. The high-level discussion is focused on the allocation of corporation and board positions to party workers across the state. The meeting comes amid growing pressure from party cadres seeking political appointments at this time.
Like Jaya Bachchan, MP, stirred a hornet's nest by saying institution of marriage is outdated. She also said she didn't want to hear Amitabh Bachchan's views on the subject. Wouldn't it be more appropriate to know Rekha's views?
I don't want Navya to get married.
Outdated institution? I mean, hold the mic up, ma'am.
I really don't know. वो दिल्ली का लड्डू है, खाओ तुम मुश्किल ना खाओ तो मुश्किल. But just enjoy life.
Like, sword attack on head priest of Dhule Gurdwara should be a matter of concern for Maharashtra Chief Minister. Can transfer of Amit Sani, additional municipal commissioner, who was allegedly taking rupees 40 lakhs for each prize posting in BMC, be sufficient punishment? Like, Indigo created a bloody mess. Hundreds of Indigo flights were cancelled. Some said chaos was deliberately created to pressurize government to relax FDTS. Really? Indigo flight delays. Many Indigo flights cancelled, total chaos at airports. The Director General of Civil Aviation had called Indigo officials for a meeting amid ongoing operational disruptions, causing flight cancellations and delays. Indigo Airline, which operates about 2,300 domestic and international flights daily, said a multitude of unforeseen operational challenges had severely affected its network over the past 2 days, and apologized to passengers for the inconvenience caused.
Indigo faces a full-blown meltdown. Nearly 200 flights were cancelled across the country on Wednesday, leaving thousands of passengers stranded and furious. At the nation's busiest airports, Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru and Hyderabad, long queues, overcrowded terminals and complete confusion defined the day. Both arrivals and departures took a hit as passengers struggled to get answers, with many calling it the worst day of travel this year.
Government withdrew its instructions regarding published weekly rest. Government circular stated, reference is invited to the letter, specifically to the paragraph stipulating that no leave shall be substituted for weekly rest. In view of the ongoing operational disruptions and representations received from various airlines regarding the need to ensure continuity and stability of operations, it has been considered necessary to review the said provision. Now, therefore, the instruction contained in the referenced paragraph that no leave shall be substituted for weekly rest is hereby withdrawn with immediate effect. This issues with the approval of the competent authority.
दोस्तों, लैक्मे का नाम तो आपने जरूर सुना होगा। इंडिया का पहला कॉस्मेटिक ब्रांड जिसने मेकअप को फैशन बनाया। लेकिन क्या आप जानते हैं कि लैक्मे को बनाने वाली आइकन सिमोन टाटा अब हमारे बीच नहीं रही? जी हाँ, 95 साल की उम्र में उन्होंने इस दुनिया को अलविदा कह दिया और उनके जाने से बिजनेस, फैशन और ब्यूटी वर्ल्ड में एक बड़ा वॉइड आ गया। सिमोन टाटा एक स्विस बॉर्न बिजनेस वुमन थी। 1950s में जब वो इंडिया आई तब उनकी जिंदगी ही बदल गई। यही उनकी मुलाकात हुई नवल टाटा से और कुछ सालों बाद दोनों ने शादी कर ली। शादी के बाद सिमोन ने बॉम्बे को ही अपना घर बना लिया। वो सिर्फ टाटा परिवार का हिस्सा ही नहीं बनी, बल्कि इंडिया की ब्यूटी और रिटेल इंडस्ट्री को भी बदल कर रख दिया। लेकिन अब वो हमारे बीच नहीं है। 5 दिसंबर की सुबह सिमोन टाटा का मुंबई के ब्रीच कैंडी हॉस्पिटल में देहांत हो गया। उनकी तबीयत कुछ दिनों से ठीक नहीं चल रही थी। दुबई के किंग्स हॉस्पिटल में उनका ट्रीटमेंट चल रहा था, जहां से उन्हें मुंबई शिफ्ट किया गया था। टाटा ग्रुप ने उनके देहांत पर एक हार्टफेल्ट मैसेज शेयर किया। वो हमेशा लैक्मे को इंडिया का लीडिंग कॉस्मेटिक ब्रांड बनाने के लिए याद रखी जाएंगी। वेस्ट साइड जैसे फैशन रिटेल के फाउंडेशन की वजह भी वही थी। उन्होंने फिलैंथ्रोपिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को भी गाइड किया, इंक्लूडिंग द सर रतन टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट। उन्होंने ये भी कहा, सिमोन जी ने अपनी पॉजिटिविटी और स्ट्रॉन्ग रिजॉल्व से जिंदगी के बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस को फेस किया। उन्होंने बहुत सारे लोगों की जिंदगी को छू दिया। सिमोन टाटा अपने पीछे छोड़ गई हैं बेटा न्योल टाटा, बहू आलू मिस्त्री और 3 ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन, नेविल, माया, ली। उनका फाइनल फेयरवेल मुंबई के कोलाबा में कैथेड्रल ऑफ द होली नेम चर्च में किया जाएगा। सिमोन टाटा एक नाम नहीं, एक लेगेसी थी। लैक्मे, वेस्ट साइड और टाटा परिवार की हिस्ट्री में उनकी कंट्रीब्यूशन को हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट के साथ याद किया जाएगा।
Like, rupee slide continued against dollar. Chief Economic Advisor Nageswaran said he was not losing sleep. We are, boss.
The Indian rupee on Friday depreciated to its lifetime low of 89.665 against the US dollar as compared with its previous close of 88.685. The local currency is down 98 paise due to negative cues from global and domestic equity markets owing to trade-related concerns. This is the single day's biggest fall of the rupee in over 3 months.
Like, Bangalore-based and educated MS veteran, Amar Subramaniam, is set to become VP in Apple. Good news.
Apple has named Amar Subramania as its new Vice President of Artificial Intelligence, replacing John Giannandrea. This change is key as Apple pushes forward in AI research to stay competitive. Subramania joins from Microsoft and will lead machine learning and foundational AI work. He'll report to Craig Federighi, Apple's Senior VP of Software Engineering. Giannandrea will remain with Apple in a new role focused on innovation. This leadership update comes amid Apple's increased focus on AI to improve its products and services. Experts say Subramania's expertise could help Apple set new standards in AI technology. How this shift will shape Apple's future devices remains to be seen.
India win ODI series against South Africa. Yashasvi Jaiswal's ton, Virat Kohli's unbeaten 65 guide India to series-clinching win over South Africa. Yashasvi Jaiswal slammed his first ever ODI 100, while Virat Kohli hit his 76th ODI 50 as India chased down 271 in 39.5 overs. The hosts clinched the series 2-1. Lazy B. The 6th of December, 2025.
Part 2 follows.